Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about an interesting topic, relationships. So, I have seen few relationships in my life. I don't know I am a wisest person to talk about it right now, but I would like to talk about it because it's very interesting for me as well. To begin with, I would like to talk about why the relationship is important. So, personally, when I was alone, I was not in a relationship. I felt a vacuum within me. I felt like I needed someone to be with me. And everything, whatever I did, somehow it felt incomplete. So, does that qualify me to, to be in a relationship? Maybe not. I'll tell you a few examples. Like some people, they are actively looking for a relationship, but they are not ready. So, I will give you an example about my own life, where how I prepared myself for a relationship. I don't know if it can be called manifestation or something. I remember I wanted to be in a relationship. I searched for matches and I searched for people. So I dated few people and it did not work out. Then I took a pause and I took a break for some time from searching someone and started working on myself. I did this for few months and one of my friend calls me and tells me, "Hey Shiv, I have something for you." So I told, "What is that?" He told, "There is a person who is also looking for a relationship. Do you want to meet that person?" Met that person, and my relationship status changed to single to in relationship. After that, it went on very well. It had its own difficulties. I'll talk about it later. Now coming back to preparing yourself. All right. So I feel is what I feel is if you want to be in a relationship, you should always be preparing yourself for the best to come. For that, you have to work on yourself. I'll give you a few instances where I worked on myself. What I did was I joined a dance class and I started focusing my energies in learning dance. I don't know how better a dancer I had become, but it made me meet few friends, who became friends. Met few people who became friends later, and I met my best friend in the dance class only. Uh, and during this journey, I learned that I am capable of doing much more things. That was what was in my mind, even though it was not coming my way. But I could see that there are some positive things happening within me. I started doing yoga as well. So I used to go regularly to yoga to, one of the nearby yoga class. And people started appreciating me. See, you're doing so many good things. So that made me realize that, okay, if I do something, I'll be appreciated. And when somebody appreciates me, develop a sense of self-esteem, which makes me grow as a person. Then I realized as the self-esteem grows, you also become ready for relationship. Then manifestation part comes into picture. I've always wanted certain kind of person in my life. And the person I met for relationship was exactly like that. I don't know if that's manifestation or something. But for this, I will quote an example from my earlier life. So I always tell this to my friends. See, manifestation works in a very interesting way. I wanted to take a bullet, Royal Enfield bike, basically. Okay. And it was a thought which I had around a decade ago. Then, now I own a Royal Enfield bike. So that indicates that if you strongly believe in something and you strongly pursue something, it can be yours. So it can be whatever a thing, a person, a relationship, or a promotion, a good job, a hobby, or pursuing your dream career. Anything could be that. I'm yet to understand more dimensions of it, but right now I will stop about manifestation and go ahead to talk about what happens when you find a relationship. What I feel is finding a relationship is not hardest part. The hardest part is keeping it going and keeping it beautifully managed. You know, they say, okay, some relationships are effortless. I don't know about it. My relationship involved a lot of efforts. I did not feel it, but from my side at least, I wanted to give best to my partner. I tried my best. So my partner is really happy. I don't know if that kept our relationship going or my partner also contributed in certain way to the relationship that added value. And one interesting part is from my side, I thought my relationship is wow. But my partner says that our relationship is normal only like anybody else. Maybe it's my partner's perspective, but my perspective is different. So I am in this relationship. There are few things I do with my partner. We do, I would say. We spend some time, quality time together. We exercise together. And we do a lot of things together, like eating together, spending time, going out, going for walks, going to dance class. So all this we together, do it together. But having said that, when you do so many things together in a relationship, do you leave out? Oh, sorry, I had a small interruption. I'm going to resume the video from here. So I was talking about so many things we do together, me and my partner. When you are talking about things you are doing together, are we leaving enough space and room for each other to breathe? That's a very good important question actually. It's very important to leave space in the relationship. So you have to understand the boundaries of spending time together. I did this mistake actually. To tell you frankly, I stopped meeting my friends. I stopped hanging out with my friends, making plans without my partner. Was never a case. I always made plans with my partner for everything. I thought that's what my partner wanted, but that need not be true. So you have to give enough room and space for your partner all the time. So that creates a big, stronger bond in your relationship is what I feel. That is one thing. Now coming to include things in your routine. For example, what we do it, we note down our expenses every day, almost every day. And there are many other things we do to every day. For example, we read, we journal, right? And we cook every day. Most of the days we cook, unless we are eating out, we cook all the days. So these few small things add essence to the relationship piece, what I feel. Now, so these relationships are beautiful, right? We should not brush aside the things about sex. Sex is also a very important part of a relationship. So if both of you are sexually satisfied, then the relationship will enhance. If one of you is not completely satisfied, you know, uh, it can add drar into your relationship, the breaks into your relationship. But having said that, are you able to compensate? Are you able to figure out, work out on what is missing? Then your problem can be solved. There are many relationships which break because of the sexual pleasure is not achieved in the relationship. So this is also an important part in the relationship. Now, like coming to commitment. So some people are not ready to commit. That the nature is ready to committing to a relationship. But personally, some people might feel they want to be in a different mode of relationship. Maybe you might have heard about more, monogamous, polygamous, open relationships and all. So, in a relationship, if you are looking for commitment, so both the people should be looking for commitment, then our relationship will work. If the other person has a different perspective, like they want a open relationship or a polygamous relationship, in that case, You both should come to a middle ground, or one person should agree to the other person. What's the impact of that on the person who is compromising? That also you need to understand. So yeah, that is one thing. And another interesting part is expenses. So when we talk about expenses, are you going to share equally between each other the household expenses? If one person is earning more and other person is less, what we follow in a relationship is if somebody is earning more, that person contributes more. It's okay. And expenses were never a concern in my relationship because we are understanding of each other's value more than the expenses. So if there's an expense coming up, we plan accordingly. We'll take care together. If there's somewhere more or less from one person, it doesn't matter. So that's an interesting thing. Okay. Now, there are some relationships which work very well and some doesn't work well. What are the reasons for it? Okay, I spoke about few things, right? One is money. So how you divide the expenses. Second, understanding, commitment. Third, how you value each other. How much space do you give to each other? How much trust you have on each other. Like your partner, suppose he or she goes out and meets somebody else, a friend or somebody. Are you trusting them that they are not cheating on you? If your partner is messaging to someone, are you worried that they're messaging to somebody like they are cheating on you or they are doing a micro cheating, right? So these kind of thoughts might come. So how do you continue the trust thing going? That's important. And also I told about the expectation, like commitment and monogamous and polygamous relationships and open relationships. Imagine you're a person who is looking for open relationship and your partner is looking for a monogamous relationship. In that case, that's a major basic issue here. So your expectations and your partner expectations are not matching. What can we do in that case? So in my opinion, so who want to keep the relationship, like that is important. For example, if I want an open relationship and my partner wants a committed monogamous relationship. So my partner is leaving me or we are breaking the relationship because of it. You have to decide which is important, relationship or the pleasures which are important for you. So one of this you have to choose. Otherwise, you can also choose one thing, like your partner can also choose. You want relationship or it's okay if your partner is polygamous. You're ready to accept polygamous nature of your partner because you don't want to lose the relationship. So that also comes into picture. So one of you have to compromise, right? And about trust. See, trust is a very interesting thing. In relationship, it's very important. When there is no trust, it's very difficult to keep the relationship going. If you want to trust, what you have to do is one thing is naturally you have a trust for your partner. Okay, sometimes it shakes a bit. If it's shaky, just ask yourself, if you don't trust your partner, what will happen? So, if your partner is breaching the trust, right? If you have seen instances like that, then maybe your trust might be broken. Takes a lot of time for you to build the trust. If that is not the case, it is good to trust people. I will say trust, get cheated, then realize that okay, I had my trust, but my trust was broken, so I'm not responsible for it. So let it go. So trusting is very essential in my case. Okay. And commitment. For me, individually, believe that commitment is really required. So if you want to keep a relationship going, you should have the commitment with each other. Now again talking about this open relationship concept, which is coming up recently. I mean, it was always there, but recent days it's becoming popular. So imagine if somebody talks about polygamous relation to you. Okay, if you're okay with it, so if you both are okay, then you can go for it. I repeat my sentence once again. If one of you are not okay with it, how are you going to handle it? So this applies to different other areas of relationship as well. I talk to you about one more aspect. Say you want kids and your partner doesn't want kids. How do you handle it? It's a major thing, right? You want kids and you want to take the responsibility, but your partner is ready for not ready for that responsibility. In that case, you can't have kids if you want to be in this relationship, or you have to convince your partner that we will go for kids. If one of this is not possible, the relationship cannot continue. So you have to value your relationship and say, if I want to keep this going, no matter what, with kids or without kids. So one example. Second, simple example. Your partner wants a dog. You don't like dogs at all. No, since your partner loves dogs so much, you're okay to accept the fact that your partner can bring in a dog. So later you might fall in love with that dog. You never know, right? Okay, I'm going to summarize my experiences in my relationship and conclude this video here. So relationships are beautiful. It is not must to have been a relationship, but it's good to be in a relationship with the right person. And person doesn't come in a day. And whenever he or she comes, hug them and don't let them go. Build a beautiful life together. Make adjustments here and there. Give commitment, trust, love, value your relationship because a person lost once might never come back. All the best to all of you. Thank you.